I never thought I'd see the day I'd have to pick up a gun and hunt wild boars. Growing up, that job belonged to the seasoned men hunters with rough hands, weathered faces, and stories that smelled like gunpowder and pine. As for me, I always imagined a quiet life. Plant some corn, raise a few goats, watch the seasons roll by without much trouble. But peace is the first thing stolen when wild boars decide your land is their buffet. They came at night, always at night. Under the cover of darkness, they tore through the fields right before harvest. You'd hear them digging, snorting, ramming fences like battering rams. The ground would tremble as if the earth itself was complaining. Every morning, we'd wake up to chaos. Crops shredded, soil overturned, fences twisted like wire toys. You could smell the destruction before you even reached the fields. I couldn't take it anymore. None of us could dot here in San Marcos. Everyone now sees wild boars as public enemy number one. They don't just eat crops, they invade. They destroy livelihoods. And once they start coming, they multiply, spread, and never stop. So we decided the only option left was to fight back. Organize a hunt. Settle a score. Reclaim our land. After a night of tearing through the fields, the boars usually retreat into the forest to rest. That's when they're slower, less alert, when we have our best chance. So before sunrise, we headed into the woods, guns in hand, nerves tight. I gripped my gun so hard my palms were damp. My other hand pushed branches aside as I tried to stay close to the barking dogs guiding us. Honestly, this whole thing still felt surreal. I wasn't a professional hunter. I barely considered myself anything more than a desperate farmer trying to survive. Every step felt like walking into danger with no armor. I couldn't afford to be careless. Out here, carelessness gets you trampled. Suddenly rustling. A flash of brown. One of the dogs lunged, barking like mad. A boar burst out of the bushes, mud spraying from its hooves. I didn't even have time to think. My instincts took over. I raised the gun, pulled the trigger. The first shot was rushed. The boar squealed, turned sharply, and ran with the hunting dog right on its heels. The chase was short. Boars may be fast, but they burn out quickly. Finally, it slowed. That was all I needed. One more shot steady this time. It dropped. My first trophy. The adrenaline was like nothing I'd felt before: fear, excitement, relief all clashing in my chest. A few hundred meters later, I met up with Ashley at a gentle slope. His face was tense. He pointed to the right. I followed his gesture and froze. A massive boar, easily 120 kilograms, was lying on the ground. But before I could even speak, the thing sprang up like it was shot out of a cannon dot. It charged straight at Ashley. A blur of muscle, tusks, rage. Ashley barely had time to react. I shouted, fired, shouted again. The boar veered away at the last second, confused by the gunfire, and bolted into the brush. Our hearts hammered so violently, I could feel mine shaking my ribs. That creature could have killed him. People underestimate boars because they look like pigs. But they're tanks. Fast, unpredictable, deadly. Still rattled, we continued deeper and soon spotted another boar almost as big. We moved more carefully, much more. Split up. Took positions on either side of a path. Guns aimed forward. The moment the boar dashed between us, the quiet woods exploded with gunfire. Sharp, rapid, violent. But the beast was fast, up to 40 kilometers per hour, and in seconds it vanished down the slope. We didn't give up. The barking dogs soon drew our attention to the northwest. No words were needed. A hunter understands the language of dogs better than any speech. Ashley, fired up with rage from the earlier close call, rushed forward and with a single clean shot, dropped a hidden boar. By mid-afternoon, the dogs were still going strong. I had to hand it to them. These dogs were fearless. They didn't just find the boars. They tired them out, drove them toward us, cornered them. My job was simple. Finish the job. Bang. Another fell. Smooth. Satisfying. Somehow, every boar we encountered that day was huge, fat, round, well-fed. Clearly, our crops had been their personal buffet for months. One especially massive boar looked exhausted, barely caring that we were approaching with guns raised. I aimed behind its head, pulled the trigger. It dropped instantly. At another plot of land. Ashley and I found more tracks, more rooting, more damage. Another boar hiding in the brush.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.